R10's running Nomad? No. No, dude, no. What does this game come to?
Yo, what's up YouTube? Based on the feedback from my last video where I was talking about why I don't think Striker is OP, a lot of you guys were saying how the other gear sets cannot stack up to Striker, how Striker requires no skill, and it just has too much damage for the other build to be able to fight it. So I put on Nomad, and I just want to show you guys what happens when I use Nomad in the DZ. Wait, okay, so here's Nomad versus Striker, right? I'm running into a Striker. Let's see what happens here. I'm using Nomad. Look, he's got stacks. I thought you can't face tank the Striker. It looks like the Striker's getting melted. Hold on, let's go face tank some more. He's got stacks already from fighting me. His ult pops, my ult pops, he dies. Where's those comments where you can't face tank Striker with Nomad? I'm just trying to figure out what happened right there. Okay, so for those of you who said that Nomad has no damage, I don't know what build this kid was running, you know, but looks like Nomad does pretty good damage. He died pretty fast there. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, that kid probably doesn't even have a 6-piece gear set or anything. So let's go find our Striker friend again. Let's see what happens when I run into Striker for a second time. Maybe I got lucky the first time. So let's try this out again. Okay, here we go. Striker, he hits me with a nade, so he's got the advantage from the start. Playing smart, using cover so that he can't get a bunch of stacks off of me. Making him miss a little bit. He's doing some damage, so I'm going to get some cover right here. How is it so hard to do this when you guys fight Striker players, by the way? Okay, this kid comes. Look at the damage that Nomad... I thought Nomad has no damage. That looks like a lot of damage. Okay, here's the Striker again. Face tanking him. Face tank... Oh, he's getting melted. He's running away. I don't know, man. This Nomad build seems pretty good. Striker's running, tossing grenades. You would think, right? Since Striker's so OP, he'd just run and face tank me. Okay, we're face tanking. He's got stacks. What's happened? I should die, right? I didn't even use a Nomad proc there. So, yeah, I guess the debate about Nomad not being able to compete with Striker should be over now.
Happy feet. One more combo. That ain't Falco. That ain't Falco. Oh, 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 Where you at? Where you at? Oh, oh my God. One more combo.
Now this might be my favorite part of this whole interaction with this guy. So please reference my video to figure out why this is so ironic. All the points that I made about Nomad, this guy brings up, and he's Striker, right? And you guys are all saying Striker's so OP. So why is it when I'm fighting a Striker, he's telling me that the build that I'm using is OP, and he's literally making all of the same points that I did? He started off by complaining about Nomad, and I told him, don't complain about Nomad, you don't want me to use Striker. Now, you can literally just read the chat. He's telling me I have full heal procs, my heals heal me to full HP, I have increased damage mitigation, pretty much all of the points that I made in that video about why I don't think Striker is OP, and you know, all the topics I brought up about Nomad. Sorry, the chat gets distorted a little bit because there's this idiot here trying to troll, throwing grenades on me the whole time. But he's basically talking about damage mitigation, Nomad giving you 2 to 3 ults, which is basically what I said, with no chance reduction. You still have 50% of it procking every time, even though I will say this guy didn't even proc my Nomad once with Striker. He only procced it once with Pred. All he did with Striker is pop my ult one time because someone else had procced my Nomad. But yeah, this guy, I literally tell him, thank you for telling me what I know. You know, this is why I don't use Nomad. And then he says, compared to me with Striker actually working to get heals. And I don't disagree with him at all because he has to work to get his stacks. And I'm literally just face tanking him like an idiot because I know I can't die. So, yeah.
posted with a Uzi ducking handcuffs. Got my whole body itching, bitch, because I'm trained up. Rather put a bullet in my brain before I'm slammed up. Pimping out the Chevy Swisher in my pimp hand. Brother, too concerned with fucking hoes. I'd rather just curve a bitch. Suicidal thoughts stuck in my head. Depression permanent. I murder you and fuck your hoe and then proceed to burn your shit. Slicker this out the fucking menace in the extortionate.
So let my death I know so we check up we try make the leather from Molo. Is then you defended on most on the floor from the rock that OG dropping my soul and set in the popo. Maybe you better win no war. Humanity meant to win tragedy, suicide and profanity. No honor of majesty, I leave the whole episode solo.
Here I am, just farming, you know, doing what nomads do, you know, PvE players with their nomad build, just in the DZ, you know, feeling like I'm not gonna get shot because this is a friendly place with my nomad build. So I'm clearing out NPCs that aren't even at a landmark because, you know, why not? When unbeknownst to me, a couple of players show up. So I'm thinking, should I test this nomad build? Oh, wait, Striker goes rogue on me. And I thought, you know what? Here's the perfect opportunity. Maybe the other kid with Striker was just bad, right? So this kid, I know he's pretty good, right? Look, he's got some movement on him, strafing. He's got the whole nine, right? Base tanking, he's got stacks. Oh my god, well, damn, look at the damage on Nomad, dude. All pops already. Oh my god, perfect. Oh my god, dude. I didn't even use a Nomad proc there. I mean, is Striker really that OP, guys? I don't think Striker's that OP. Like, I mean, that Striker just got owned right there. Something has to be wrong. Maybe I'm cheating or something, right? Nomad OP, dude. Okay, so here I am doing what nomads do again, farming Kappa. But yeah, the Striker kid that I killed earlier, he comes back and he kills my teammate, which is actually a farmer. I was just helping this kid farm because he didn't have me here. And he got 100 stacks from my teammate, literally insta procs me. And you guys know with the change to Nomad, you really get one proc when you're in a group. So you know, I gotta play this smart. I can face tank him now because obviously, you know, the broken damage resilience I get from Nomad, his stacks don't really mean much, but you know, now my damage resilience is gone. So I gotta play this smart. Luckily for me, I did proc his ult while I had my damage resilience up, so it's kind of a level playing field. We both have 1 life left. I don't have to worry about him having an ult, but I know he has 100 stacks right now. So am I gonna be an idiot and run in and face tank him? No. I'm gonna use cover and I'm gonna piss him off. I'm gonna make him have to push me because I'm not gonna get shredded running towards 100 stack Striker. It's all about how you play with Striker or Nomad. That's why I always tell you guys, the game is situational. It's based on the skill level. Now look, he almost shreds me. I get crit save. I pop booster to stack even more damage resilience. Pop my box for a full overheal, and then I run into face tank. At this point, he's already missed some shots, so he doesn't have 100 stacks anymore. You know, and I can face take him comfortably here and kill the Striker. It's really not that hard. It's all about how you play the builds. And you know, he gets pissed off here. He's gonna write something in world chat, as usual, because you know, it's kind of gay when you die to Nomad. I'm not gonna lie. He should have killed me if I didn't have a Nomad proc. I'll be honest there. And then, you know, I gotta troll even harder like a normal Nomad. This is my new phrase when I use Nomad. Obviously, you know, I'm in a group, so I only had 1 proc, but I said 1 proc, another 9 to go, being sarcastic. And then this is my new catchphrase whenever I use Nomad right here. Here it comes, boys. Me and my 10 lives, I can never die.
地下の汚染レベルが低下しています。
Alright guys, I kind of want to end this video on a serious note. If you couldn't tell, it's partially a troll just because, like I said, I'm not the hugest fan of Nomad. But at the same time, watching this video, you should be able to see that Nomad is a good build and it can compete in PvP. This, like, obviously Nomad doesn't have 10 lives, and, you know, I troll players and I say, oh, you know, me and my 10 lives, I never die or whatever. But that's me just trolling. But what you should take away from this video is that there's times where I'm face tanking strikers and not even losing a single proc. Like, I was in a group with one other person earlier, the kid that I was helping farm, and I wasn't even using procs to beat strikers. And the kid that I was fighting at that time, he's not a bad player at the game at all. He's a pretty good striker user. I'm not gonna say he's the best player in the game, but he's pretty good. So I know with the introduction of patch 1.8 with the classified gear sets, everyone's saying that the game is more so about gear than it is skill, which I'm not denying at all. But at the same time, skill does play a part. You can outplay someone using any build in the game, and that's just what I want you guys to take away from this video. Is like, I'm not saying Striker isn't OP. It's a good gear set, but with the fact that Nomad and Pred are in the game, I feel that Striker is necessary. If none of the classified gear sets were in the game, I feel PvP would be better. I enjoyed the PvP in 1.7 and 1.7.1 for the most part. So I'm not sitting here defending Striker to the death. If they wanted to do away with all the classified gear sets and just go back to 4 pieces, I'm totally on board for that. I just want you guys to understand, you can't complain about Striker when you're using a build that can easily beat Striker depending on your skill level. It's all about how good of a player you are. And like, this video was targeted specifically towards Striker players just because you guys always tell me how OP it is. That's the reason I didn't do my normal style of PvP video where I fight the whole server with the build or whatever. I threw in a couple clips here and there of me fighting multiple players just so you guys can see that it is possible to do with Nomad. But I specifically looked for Striker players in the GZ to fight because you guys are always saying how OP it is, and it's not. Like, Nomad is just as good as Striker, if not better, in certain situations. It's just all about how you play the build. So at the end of the day, what I want you guys to take away from this video is, 1, don't take it too seriously, well, the trolling at least. 2, understand that your skill level plays a factor in any build you use, Striker, Nomad, or Pred. Even if you're using Firecrest, Tactician, like, if you guys don't think that it's possible to beat Striker, I can do this type of video with multiple builds. I can do it with Alpha Bridge, with Banshee, well, I can do it with Hexo even. I could even do it with Tactician if you guys wanted. Like, you can literally beat Striker with any build in this game. It all comes down to your skill level. So depending on how good you are at the game, your results will vary. I'm not going to say anyone can slap it on and do it, but that should just go to show you that if you take the time out to improve in this game, as far as PvP goes, that you can pretty much beat any build with whatever build you want to use. So, positive vibes, guys. I'm not shit-talking Nomad and Pred users. I'm just saying I don't think it requires that much skill to use. Hopefully, this video gave you a little bit of insight into how these builds can be used. Like I said, this is a completely unoptimized build. I just threw on SMG damage gloves with Nomad, threw on a house and said, let me see what I could do. Did pretty well against Striker, so if I can do it, there's no reason you guys can't do it. So see you guys on my next video.